In a world where anxiety seems to touch every corner of life, from social interactions to the endless pressure of success, from overthinking the past to fearing an uncertain future, we often look for quick fixes: therapy, pills, productivity hacks, or digital detoxes. But what if the solution to our inner chaos was hidden in the teachings of a man who lived nearly 2,000 years ago? A man who was born a slave, walked with a limp, and had nothing, yet discovered the secret to inner peace. That man was Epictetus, the Stoic philosopher whose teachings are not only still relevant, but perhaps more powerful today than ever. His entire philosophy is built around one core idea: we are disturbed not by things, but by our judgments about things. In other words, it's not the situation itself that causes anxiety, but the meaning we attach to it. Think about it. Two people lose a job. One panics, crumbles, spirals into despair. The other pauses, accepts, and calmly begins looking for new opportunities. Same event, different judgment. That difference, Epictetus says, is everything. He invites us to draw a clear line between what's in our control and what isn't. Our thoughts, actions, and responses, in our control. Other people, the weather, the economy, the future, not in our control. Most of us live upside down. We obsess over external things we can't control and neglect our own minds, which we can. And that, Epictetus believed, is why we suffer. Anxiety thrives when we try to control outcomes. We want everything to go perfectly: our relationships, our careers, our reputations. But Epictetus would ask, who told you that was your role? You don't control the outcome. You only control your input. You show up, you speak honestly, you act with integrity. Then you let go. Imagine how freeing that is, to do your best and then release the rest. That shift alone can ease half the weight your mind carries daily. He also emphasized this: it is not external events themselves that hurt us, but how we think about them. Someone insults you. You can take it personally, replay it for days, build a story around it. Or you can shrug, realizing that it's their opinion, not your truth. You lose something valuable: money, a relationship, a position. You can spiral into regret, or you can ask, was it really mine to keep? In the eyes of Epictetus, nothing truly belongs to us except our reasoned choice. Everything else is on loan from life, and life has the right to take it back at any time. When you accept this, you stop clinging, and anxiety begins to loosen its grip. One of his most powerful teachings was this: if you want to improve, be content to be thought foolish. Social anxiety stems from our desire to be seen in a certain way. We want to be liked, admired, accepted. But Epictetus reminds us, we are not here to live by the opinions of others. Their praise or blame doesn't define your worth. You must live according to your own values, not their expectations. If someone thinks you're odd for choosing peace over drama or discipline over pleasure, let them. True freedom is being able to walk through the world without being enslaved by other people's judgments. Epictetus also advocated for practicing discomfort, not because he believed in suffering, but because he believed in resilience. He'd advise people to skip luxuries sometimes, to go without certain pleasures, to endure little hardships. Why? Because life will test you eventually. And if you've never practiced discomfort, you'll panic when the real storm arrives. But if you've trained your mind to stay calm through small voluntary challenges, you'll remain steady when life gets hard. This mental toughness isn't about becoming cold or emotionless. It's about learning that you can face uncertainty without falling apart. So what does this all mean in the modern world? When anxiety strikes about your job, your future, your relationships, take a breath and remember Epictetus. Ask yourself, is this in my control? If it is, act wisely. If it's not, let it go. Shift your focus from outcome to effort, from fear to acceptance, from control to clarity. The more you practice this, the more anxiety becomes a signal, not of danger, but of misalignment. It tells you that you're gripping too tightly onto something that isn't yours to hold. In the end, Epictetus didn't promise a life without difficulty. He lived through slavery, exile, and poverty. But he taught that no matter what happens outside you, your inner freedom can remain untouched. That's the true goal. Not a life without problems, but a mind that isn't broken by them. The fruit of his teachings, as he said, is a tranquil mind. And in today's restless, anxious world, that might be the rarest and most needed gift of all. So the next time your heart races and your thoughts spiral, pause. Return to the ancient voice of reason. Epictetus is whispering from across the centuries. You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength.